Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
It's the award-winning In Wheel Time car talk show. You say award-winning? What? Yeah, somewhere back in our past, I think we won an award for something. Engineering, I think it was. Ahead, our feature story of the week. We're going to have some recalls for you, and going to review the 2025 Ford Maverick. Later, Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley is joining us today from his garage. Woo-hoo. Thank you, David, for letting us use your garage. Don't ask why, but dry. It's the In Real Time Car Talk Show. We thank you very much for being with us on this Saturday for our live show. And if you're listening on a podcast, thanks for doing that too. All right, time for our story of the week. I thought that this was a very interesting story, and I think that you'll probably agree. Hear me out.
Okay.
This is from Automotive News. James Moylan, an interior trim designer at Ford Motor Company, hopped in one of the company's pool cars on a rainy day in April of 1986 to attend a meeting in another building there on the Ford property.
Okay.
But the gasoline tank was empty, and when he pulled up to a pump in Dearborn, Michigan to refuel, he'd parked on the wrong side. He moved the car and fueled up, but got soaked in the meantime in the driving rainstorm. For Moylan, who died December 11th of this past year at the age of 80, the personal episode sparked a simple idea. He quickly proposed to install an arrow near the fuel indicator gauge to advise drivers on which side to refuel. It has benefited countless new car owners and other drivers ever since. I got back to my office after the meeting, and without even taking my coat off, I sat down and started writing the first draft of this proposal. He said, I typed it up and turned it in and forgot completely about it. In a one-page proposal addressed to P.M. Moss with a simple subject, Product Convenience Suggestion, Moylan laid out his vision.
Very good.
The indicator or symbol I have in mind would be located near the fuel gauge, Moylan wrote in April of '86, proposal to his boss, and simply described to the driver on which side of the vehicle the fuel fill door was located. R.F. Zokas, a Ford director for interior design, replied on November 18th of '86 that the company would install the indicator arrows on 1989 model year cars that are under development currently.
Cool.
It debuted first on the Ford Escort and Mercury Tracer, remember those? Mm-hmm. And soon after on the 1989 Ford Thunderbird and Mercury Cougar. Wow. What is now widely known inside the family and some automotive enthusiast circles as the Moylan arrow has become indispensable. Since automakers were forced to move the fuel filler door from the back of the car, typically behind the license plate, to the side for safety reasons, some owners have struggled to remember which side to refuel on. James Moylan was born in Detroit on December 19, 1944, and grew up in the city. He joined Ford as a draftsman in body engineering in March of '68. He was laid off in the 70s and later called back to work in plastics engineering. See, there's a future for you, David. It's a key area at the time when Detroit cars were being downsized to save weight and enhance fuel economy. In the late 80s, when Ford and Mazda partnered on small cars such as the MX-6 and Probe, he was stationed in Hiroshima, Japan. Wow. He later attended night school to earn a B.S. in plastics manufacturing and engineering from the University of Detroit, Mercy, in 1999. He retired in July of 2003 after more than 30 years with the automaker.
That's pretty cool.
The Moylan error.
Now, did not know that, but I always wondered, why do some people put it on the right and some people put it on the left?
That I can't tell you that. I would imagine
Be a
it would have been
manufacturer
they're
thing.
trying to get out of the way of something else that's already designed into the car.
Could
Let
be.
me just finish this up by
All right.
saying,
I thought you
Dad
did.
always chuckled about the attention the Aero received in later years. His son Andrew Moylan said in an interview. James Moylan initially called it a no-brainer of an idea and would cost the company pennies, create goodwill, and enhance customer satisfaction for years to come. Even if all Ford product lines eventually locate on the same side, for the minor investment involved on the company's part, his proposal said, I think it would be a worthwhile convenience not only for two-car families, but also pool car users and especially car rental
Yep.
customers.
Now, on an EV, does it have the arrow top or bottom for front or back?
You know,
That
it's
would be-
funny you should say that because I'm driving an electric vehicle
I know
this
you are.
week.
Yep.
And it does not indicate on which side the plug is located in this particular car. It
it
happens to
doesn't.
be at the rear on the driver's side.
So I would have thought they would have still put it on
You
to
would have
let you
thought
know.
that.
Yeah.
But then again, I would have thought they all put it on the
You
driver's
know,
side.
and that's what we get for thinking.
Here's this guy. He came up with a simple idea, and he will be known and remembered forever.
In 1986, what were
The
you doing in
Moylan-
1986?
The Moylan era.
I'm not saying.
Oh, Lord, that is a very scary thought right there. You know, David, that thing has a microphone on it. And
Well,
I
you control that.
I do.
Did you not drive the EV over here because you were going to run out of fuel?
Well, that was one of the stipulations when I talked to Jeff this morning. I could have driven it over here, but we would have probably had to make a stop at the DC fast charger over by Hobby Airport because I've got to work tomorrow for the Houston Marathon.
Oh, okay.
Or he could have spent the night here with it plugged in until it
You
got
know
charged.
what? No, that was not going to happen.
That wasn't, that
No.
wasn't an option.
I did not want to have Larry walking
Larry needs
over
a
my-
roomie.
over my head. Larry the cat.
Larry the cat.
No, yeah.
I saw him run by earlier, and I was getting coffee.
Yeah.
Was that Larry or was that Lulu?
It was a little black cat.
Yeah,
That was
that was
Larry.
Lulu.
Oh, Lulu.
I think Don scared Larry.
Apparently.
He
I do
said,
that
"Hey,
to-
Harry, Larry."
Yeah, Harry Larry. Yeah, I do that to most people. Scary things.
Scary Harry Larry.
Yeah. Let's see. So we can do a couple of things here.
Yeah, let's do them.
We can do the recalls, of which I have a few, and I can also do the car review. Which would you like?
It's your call.
All right. Well, since I've got it pulled up right here, why don't we do the review?
Okay, and
Which
that would
one?
be
This would be the 2025 Ford Maverick
okay.
pickup truck.
All right.
Final assembly location, Hermosillo, Mexico. Available trim levels, the XL, the XLT, the Lobo, I like that, the Lariat, and the Trimmer. I reviewed the Lobo, which is kind of the middle of the road version that has popular elements when it comes to trim. What size class? This is considered a small pickup truck. It's smaller than the F-150 and smaller than the Ranger. I'll tell you what it's based on here in just a minute. 5 seats, including the driver. All new for 22 this year. New dash with a larger screen. That's for 2025. Sharp-looking front fascia, modern and very Ford attractive. Concentric wheel openings and great wheel options too, I might add. Color choices are excellent, and the trimmer package rocks with great accents on it, so be sure and check that out too. Excellent rear lighting, tailgate, and bumper design, all integrated back there in the back end. What I liked, the integration of the overall look really worked for me. What could use improvement? I just put a question mark because I don't really know. Interior highlights. Plain, simple layout. Let's not forget, this is a pickup truck, and it really can be a working man's pickup truck. And I throw back to the Rangers, the original Rangers, that you still see
Every
on the
now and
roads.
then, yeah.
Every once in a while. Matter of fact, there was one who went down the road the other day. This thing was immaculate.
Yeah.
You could tell that the guy really took care of it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Two-tone versions add pizzazz to the interior look, made from rugged materials and coverings throughout the cabin. Cargo room, below the rear seat, handy storage bin back there for my trim level, the Lobo. What I liked about it, Ford knows how to make pickups, and here is just another one that really if you're in the market for a small pickup truck, this is one you definitely need to check out. What could use improvement? I say don't touch it. Great options on all of the trim levels. Now, as far as motivation, it has a 2-liter EcoBoost inline 4-cylinder engine that has 250 horsepower, which is more than most. You know, when you get into those 2-liter inline 4-cylinders, 200 horsepower is about all it's got. This one's got 250, 280 pound-feet of torque. Transmission, 7-speed automatic with a tow rating of 2 tons, 4,000 pounds. Haul, 1,500 pounds.
And it's smaller than the Maverick.
No, it's
It
smaller,
is the Maverick.
smaller than
This
the
is the
Ranger.
Maverick.
Smaller than the Ranger.
It's the Lobo edition. Okay.
And smaller than the F-150.
That's what you got.
Miles per gallon, it got 21 in the city and 30 on the highway for a combined of 24. I got 26.1 miles per gallon over the 208.6 miles that I drove it. Why did I not drive it very much? Because there was a short window for me to have this because of the holidays.
Gotcha.
So they picked it up on Tuesday. It was just short.
Just scheduling.
What I liked about it, plenty of horsepower and standard all-wheel drive on mine. What could use improvement? Nothing. Like I said, I really like this. Ride and handling, smooth ride for a pickup truck. It is based on the Ford Escape SUV
Oh, wow.
and the Ford Bronco Sport.
Huh.
So it's got underpinnings and it shares some under the body work
Right.
bits and
So they
pieces.
can run it on the same line pretty much. Yeah.
So it really is kind of a car-based truck. It's easy to maneuver in parking lots because it's not so massively huge. What could use improvement? Nothing. Would a 4x8 sheet of plywood fit in it? Yes, 4 feet wide it would. 8 foot long, you'd have to lower the tailgate and let it hang out the back end because it is small. Okay, here's the pricing on it. Base trim price for this particular vehicle was $40,750.
Okay.
Prices tested $42,345. Base model price, entry level for this particular truck, the Maverick, $28,145.
Now you're talking, yeah.
For a small truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really did like it. Okay, competitors, really, there's only one. Believe it or not, there's only one. I looked and looked and looked, and the only one that actually goes head-to-head with this is the Hyundai Santa Fe. The Hyundai Santa Fe starts at $28,750. And what did the base price of the Ford Maverick go for? $28,145.
Now that
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, that's a unibody. There's no gap between the bed and the cab.
That's
so
correct.
It's a unibody.
And that's the same thing with the Maverick.
Ah.
So, next up would be, in kind of comparison, midsize Ranger. That starts at $33,350, and then the Honda Ridgeline. Man, it's expensive. $40,150 is where it starts.
And it's not a unibody anymore.
And it's a
They've
big
actually
vehicle. It's
Put
bigger.
a cab
Well,
bed conversion thing
from
on
what
it.
I understand is it's not a unibody in the sense that the cab and the truck bed are one piece.
Right.
There is a separation, but it's still considered a unibody underneath.
The way the platform is.
Yeah, because there is no
Okay.
frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's car-based. It's an Accord, basically. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they did it that way, but you know the Japanese, they do things differently.
Well, and you can't hardly find one of them on a used car lot. Even,
No, that's
even
true.
the old
That's
ones.
true.
Just that Ridgeline holds its value.
Yeah, it does. Well, I think most Hondas do, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know, I don't get Hondas very much anymore, do you?
No.
I see a lot of them.
No, but
Oh,
I
I
mean
see a lot
in
of
the
them,
press
but-
fleet. We just don't get them. I don't know why. I guess they don't think enough of us. And,
Or they don't need the advertisement.
Well, my oldest daughter had an Accord hybrid, and she's now got a Pilot. I mean,
Honda Pilot?
Yeah, and they're both really nice cars. You know, I haven't driven them, but looking at them
well,
and
hell
sitting
no,
in
they
them,
wouldn't let you drive it.
no,
They've seen you drive.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he tears up cast iron exhausts on engines.
Wow.
You know, he hits curbs. He does things
Well, it's the
like
curb
that.
fault. Why was the curb there?
That's right. If it hadn't been there, I wouldn't have hit it.
Exactly. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I had to go there. It was there, and you let me go there, so it's
I
all your
understand.
fault again. All right. I did want to, if I could find it.
Do we,
I'll have to look for it.
Do we need a break?
We're going to take a break, but I was going to do recalls. If I can find it, I'll do that coming up. All right? Coming up, Jeff has the Cruise In and events calendars, and I'll have stories making automotive news headlines. And I know that I have the recall list here somewhere, and when I find it, I will play it for you.
All right.
So stay with us here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We continue right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flameado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Make a splash. Live the dream. It all happens at the Houston Automotive Show at NRG Center. Check out classic autos to today's cars and trucks. Experience off-road adventures with Polaris, Ram, and Camp Jeep. Explore 5 acres of the newest sport boats, fishing boats, and much more. It's all here, from the open road to the open water. If it thrills you, you'll find fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now. The Houston Automotive Show, making waves and fueling adventure.
Hey, welcome back to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show on this Saturday. This is our live version, and we appreciate you joining us today. We're coming to you from the Ainsley Mansion.
It is.
in Friendswood, Texas. Of course, he didn't invite us in. Well, he did invite us into the house, but we didn't want to.
He didn't invite me in.
We didn't want to really mess up his $10,000 dining room.
Yeah. And this sheet behind us, that's a 10,000 thread.
10,000 count, yeah. That he offered off of Amazon.
Yeah.
Sheet, man.
With the best.
Sheet. Time now. Hey, be sure and join us for our live show. In Wheel Time airs Saturdays, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. We thank you for joining us today. And I just found out that we were scheduled to do a 3-hour show at the Houston Automotive Show. But Mars, I guess, pulled the rug out from under us on that.
No. It's a question of access, utility, internet. There's lots of questions that are being resolved, hopefully, in the next day or two.
So we're definitely going to be there for 2 hours.
Absolutely.
But the third hour is in question?
Yeah.
But it depends on whether they pay the bill or what?
No.
No, there's other activity going on in the city, and that with the internet issues that have been in the past. So
look, I have asked too many questions already. Let's move on.
Just show up.
And let's do the Cruise In and events calendars. Jeffrey has that.
So next Saturday, January 17th, you got Daniel's Meat Market, Cars and Coffee. We've talked about this one before. It's a pretty cool show. It's in Baytown, Texas at 6010 Thompson Road. It goes from 8 to 10.
And you can buy you a slab of beef while you're there.
You can slab a lot of stuff. The classic car owners are invited to register their vehicles by emailing marketingmanager@danielsmeatmarket.com. Go on out there and enjoy some good stuff.
And that's from 8 to 10?
8 to 10. So it's during our show. So you can tune into us.
It is?
Yep.
8 to 10?
Well, we're 10 to noon, but 10 o'clock. Come on. You can still tune in. You ask too many questions. Tint World Cars and Coffee. January 17th was next Saturday, 8 to noon, which is during our show as well. The Tint World Automotive Styling Centers is putting this on. It's in New Braunfels. They're at 551.
You are saying Tint
World Automotive
T-I-N-T?
The same thing I heard.
Tint World, 553 South Business I-35 in New Braunfels. Their Tint World is the sponsor of that. Cars and Coffee for every third Saturday
I'm just not
of the
hearing
month.
that N quite as
The event takes
much as
place
I need to hear it.
in New Braunfels, like I said. And they support Toys for Tots at Tint World Automotive Styling Centers. Then on next Sunday, Sunday, you got Clear Lake Cars and Coffee. January 18th from 7 to 10. Our show starts at 10. Grace Church is hosting it, so get on out there as well. It goes from 7 to 10 at Grace Church, located at 14505 Gulf Freeway. And what's going on today, you might ask, if you're out and about and you happen to be in Wichita Falls, Texas, the Pinewood Derby.
I'm sure we've got listeners in Wichita Falls.
The Pinewood Derby Build Day. This Pinewood Derby Day is scheduled for today at Crafts in Wichita Falls, Texas. The event runs from 11 to 2. Scouts are invited to bring their Pinewood Derby cars to design and build them for the event. So that's going on
So
today.
wait a minute. So the Pinewood Derby,
We
those are
make the
the
little cars,
the little bitty models.
Yeah, my brother was in Scouts, and he did that a lot. My mother was a den mother, and so we would get to play with all that stuff. I wasn't of age to join, but we got to still play with this stuff. So there you go. That's what's going on.
Okay. We do have some recalls to tell you about. First off the box here is a company that gets recalled a lot. Ford Motor Company. Ford Expedition for 2019 being recalled because of out-of-park warning message and chime is too short. Hate that.
I would get rid of my chime if I could.
Rear view camera image may not display on a whole mess of Porsches. 911, Cayenne, E-Hybrid, Panamera, Taycan. 2019 to 2025. If you own one of those, you're probably not listening
That's
to this
a lot of
show.
years.
because
And you probably don't go in reverse much anyway.
No,
I wouldn't imagine so.
not unless you're backing it up on the rollback.
Yeah, or backing it out of a parking space because you've stolen it from a Carrabba's Italian restaurant in the parking lot.
I have no idea. He's got an issue with Carrabba's.
Apparently.
I don't actually. I really love the original Johnny Carrabba owned Carrabba's down on Kirby Drive. Anyway, another story for another day. Seatbelt retractor may fail to secure the child's seat. Audi, a lot of them. A5, A6, Sportback,
Wow.
e-tron, all of them, 2025. You own an Audi for 25, don't have a child. Or don't put them in the seat thing in the back.
Get them their own car.
Okay, so that's those are the recalls this week. I have a lot of news stories, and I'm going to have to edit this as I go, depending on how much time we've got. Right now, we've got plenty of time.
Okay.
So let's start with this one. U.S. new vehicle sales in 2025 defied expectations that they would buckle under higher prices, import tariffs, and regulatory uncertainty. Instead, achieving their best year, get this, since 2019, as consumers rushed to buy before the vehicle they wanted got more expensive. But 2026 isn't likely to see the same level of demand, according to analysts, and continued pressure on pricing and monthly payments have some concerned that fewer consumers will be able to afford a new vehicle. Well, at most of the prices right now, which, by the way, the average price of a new vehicle across all brands and all models is $50,000. That's the average price. Are you kidding?
Man.
Light vehicle sales rose 2.3% in 2025 to 16.3 million, according to a preliminary report from Global Data. That includes a 4.3% drop in the fourth quarter when electric vehicle sales plunged. So we don't pay for the $7,500 rebate anymore.
Yep.
Former owner of 3 Iowa dealerships. Are you listening? Jeff Heitzman has been arrested on charges of theft, according to a criminal complaint. Daniel Winchell, no relationship to Walter, I hope. Daniel, 64, of Cherokee, Iowa, was arrested December 8th on 2 counts of ongoing criminal conduct and 4 counts of first-degree theft, according to Storm Lake Radio, big 50,000 watt blow your socks off
If you say so.
machine
Sure.
in the middle of Nowhereville, Iowa,
So the corn can hear it.
and the pigs.
They've got the ears for it.
The Iowa Department of Transportation filed the charges in Cherokee County and Buena Vista County and alleged that Winchell withheld title and registration fees and sold vehicles without repaying loans, known as being out of trust. That's the word for it.
Yeah.
The State Department alleged that Winchell kept tax, title, and registration payments from customers instead of forwarding them to county treasurers, according to Storm Lake Radio. Some customers ended up paying fees twice. Transportation Department also alleged that Mr. Winchell sold at least 80 vehicles out of trust, that he withheld loan payments from Citizens First National Bank of Storm Lake. Winchell owned Holzhauer Motors, a General Motors dealership selling Chevy and GMCs in Cherokee. Holzhauer Ford Cherokee and Holzhauer Ford Storm Lake. The dealerships closed in the fall of 2024 when Citizens First National Bank of Storm Lake filed lawsuits against Mr. Winchell, claiming that more than $15 million in unpaid loans. Oof. He was in deep doo-doo. Storm Lake Radio said the Holzhauer dealerships filed for bankruptcy in 2024. Talk about bad dealers. There's one.
So what do you do with $15 million in the middle of Iowa?
Buy some pig farms and corn combines.
Rent a car and drive away.
No, steal a car.
Steal a
Steal
car.
Steal a car and drive away.
Buy a car. There you go.
Just don't buy it from Mr. Winchell.
Winchell, yeah.
Steal
No
the money.
relationship to Walter.
Go buy it from another dealer.
Customers are increasingly interested in using artificial intelligence to shop for and buy a car. The Car Gurus 2025 Consumer Insights Study by Car Gurus and Nielsen IQ surveyed 3,000 customers who bought and sold vehicles in the 4 months before the study was conducted last May and June. It found 80% of buyers are open to using AI as part of the car buying process, and 26% already are using it. Breakdown of the car buying process with percentage of respondents comparing vehicles. 44% used AI. Finding specific car listings. 40%. Summarizing vehicle reviews and ratings. 39%. Summarizing dealership reviews and ratings. I find that interesting. So they get a car and they can, okay, well, we got 4 dealerships. Who are we going to buy the car from?
But isn't that kind of like using AI for like Google search?
Yes, I think that is partially involved in that.
I don't trust AI because there's a lot of things right now that you see that are AI produced.
Well, yes.
And with all the fraud going on in the world, AI is just that one more link to fraudulent car buying.
So continuing the numbers, 35% summarizing likely financing rates and options, negotiating tips and advice, 30%. Exploring warranty or protection plan information, 29%. And chatbot on a dealership website, 24%. And scheduling dealership appointments, 23%. So if you're not using AI, apparently, when it comes to cars, you're behind the curve, like us.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that, but
Well,
I'm touchy-feely. I got to go touchy-feely.
Let me move away just a little bit. Okay. Well, we've got more, and I'll have more headlines for you in the next hour. So we need to take a break.
We do.
And when we come back for the second hour of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, we're going to review the Ford Bronco Strope Edition. Now, do we have that video, Mr. Mars?
We do not. Well, we have a video that we put together, but we do not have the one that you were looking for.
Oh, dang it. I wanted to play that one. It's a YouTube video.
Well, that's the problem. You can't download from YouTube.
And Ford Motor Company set this up.
Yeah.
And I complained to Ken Peabody, and I said, Ken, why would you put something like that on there? And for me not be able to download it and play it on my, I got to make phone calls.
Well, he's still, he called me to see if the guy that he called me back, and he hasn't. But I did learn, if you go look at it, the media site that we're supposed to have for editorial use.
Awful.
Well, they've got a contractor doing that now, and he's putting everything on YouTube and driving everything to YouTube.
Well, that's just great for him.
Along with his advertisement of how you can hire him to do the same thing for you.
Well, we still need to take a break.
All right. I'll quit whining.
No, we want you to whine more.
Okay. David's got cheese. He's bringing a cheese plate
The
out.
In Real Time Car Talk Show continues after this break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.